we doing there? This is Street Rat once again with another great episode, and this is going to be entitled "Visiting the Raiders Practice Facility." So off to the right here is the practice facility. There's some warehouses over here too. I don't know what they're going to be doing with these warehouses, and there's supposed to be an Amazon somewhere around here, but they just keep putting more and more stuff up back here. A few years ago, there was nothing here, and I guess it's everything's going to be based around this Raiders practice facility. They're going to build everything else around it. Let's see here. Here's the airport. The airport a little bit further down, and I had longed to do the video on that, but I was taking too much time off making money from rides. But to the right here is Intermountain Performance Center. Okay, and let me try to get my vehicles at a good angle to where and off the street so where you can see it. You see this? And I guess it's there's another guy that I follow that he's at the stadium probably, I want to say, twice, 3 times a week, and they've done a significant amount of work since I've been here like a month ago, and looks like they got all that trim done, and they have to put that emblem in the front and on the side here. Okay, so we're looking at the front. I think it's the east side of it. Okay, so let's see if we can get some other views of this facility. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is like from looking at it from the southeastern side of the stadium. So here's a glimpse of the south side of it. Okay, and this thing's supposed to be ready sometime in July. I want to say about the same time the stadium is going to be ready. Okay, and it's looking good. As you can see, you have the palm trees over here on Star Road. Okay, back there in the back, I don't know what that's going to be. Back on the opposite side of the facility, I believe it's going to be like parking. But I do not know on this side. Okay, here's like 3 or 4 football fields. Okay, and I can see from here, you can see the little grass, automated grass, the watering, little watering sprinklers watering it. So I'm assuming they're probably going to have scrimmages there and stuff like that. So I'm going to see if I can get a glimpse of that from the opposite side of this facility. All right, I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to zoom back in because here's the stadium looking view from the south side. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to enlarge it just a little bit. Now, you can see a little green area from here, and I think this is where the practice fields are supposed to be. All right, where they have that grass. And when I was here probably, 5 weeks ago, that grass was barely growing, and that grass is looking good now. So there must be some special top-of-the-line golf type of grass. All right. You have a scoreboard, okay, to the left side here. That little tiny little object sign there, the scoreboard. And I think back there is parking, okay. And this place is going to be guarded like a fortress, okay, pretty much like a military base. But it's looking real good. It looks like they have done a significant amount of work to it. And the Raiders are coming. They're definitely coming. Maybe I'm going to try to see if I can get a glimpse from the west side of it, okay, if I can access it. And while I'm down in this area, like in South Henderson, we can go look at some other areas. One thing that I've realized is there's several warehouses here. It's Smith's warehouse. Amazon is somewhere down here somewhere. They haven't labeled it yet. And if I can't find it today, it's supposed to be open sometime this month now that we're in May. Today's May the 2nd now. Okay, I have about 3:45 in the evening. And if I can't find it today, when I hear about it getting ready to open and I know the location, I'll probably broadcast it. But yeah, it's looking nice. So let's just, while we out here, move on and try to get another view from the this far left side. Okay, that'll be the west side of this facility. All right. Apparently, I can't get any closer, but this is the west side of it. I can't really get a good view of it because there's a big dirt pile here in front, and they probably put this there purposely, okay, to keep people from walking over to it and accessing it where they're not supposed to. But this is the west side of the this facility, and I'm just thinking they're just doing the finishing touches. They look like they have garages here, and that goes inside, and they're probably doing the little odds and ends. I see lines that's coming down the building. Okay, so I don't know if that's maybe like internet or whatever they're doing up there. Okay, but they'll have this thing done in a couple of months. I would just think that, you know, they have to get the inspectors and all that, you know, codification specialists, that type of thing. You know, all the bull job type stuff. But it's looking good, and this I guess this vision that the state has, it's coming true. Okay, so these are the bright side of things that we can look forward to is living here, or if you're a Raiders fan and you live somewhere else. All right, as we anxiously and patiently await this COVID lockdown to end. All right, and I'm proud to you guys that can view this video. I'm proud to be able to broadcast this cast this info to you guys. All right, while we're here, we're just going to visit a few other areas. Raiders practice facility. All right, so this is a FedEx facility here, and it's huge. I didn't know they had a FedEx back here. Or maybe I was back here, but I wasn't paying any attention to it. Okay, they have a few throughout the area, but I get this looks like they're apparently like a main hub. So let's see if we can visit another warehouse or a few others down in this area. All right, I'm on Executive Airport and Bruner Avenues, and this is pretty much directly across the street from the practice facility. And here's like brand new warehouses, but they don't have these warehouses labeled, and I don't know what they're going to do inside of these warehouses, but we'll find out here probably within the next 6 months to the next year. Okay, so as I said earlier, here a couple of years ago, none of this stuff was around. Okay, but this place is going to be like its own little industrial city within the next year. Okay, year to 3 years, as the team gets here and so forth, and the community is going to keep growing. But we're going to head down further south down Executive Airport Drive, and they have a really, really nice community down there called Inspirata. If I get a chance, I may do a video on that. All right, when I feel the need to do so. But this is a Smith's right here on the right. Smith's warehouse. Okay. You gotta be careful out here because they treat this road like a race strip. Some people, because there's really no lights down here. There's not a lot down here, especially as far as in a residential area. But as you can see, okay, I don't know what street this is. They haven't labeled it yet. but it looks like it's going to be a slew of warehouses to the left, and they're not labeled, so I guess these are going to be to determine. Okay, so I guess the work is coming here, as far as the logistics and so forth. Okay, but back to the Smith's warehouse. I mean, like I said, I never knew they had one back here, or this part of town. Now, one thing I do know is they're doing, since the lockdown, I believe it's Smith's, and I think that they're tied in with Kroger, the warehouse. And it may be this one that they do need people like the stock and all that stuff, or probably deliver goods to different stores and all that, because the stores are still packed. So I'm assuming this is probably the warehouse or one of the warehouses back here. Okay, let's move on.